Joshua here, and today I will be doing a demonstration on the Zedge app. It's a app where you can download custom ringtones, notification sounds, and wallpapers. So I'm just going to go to my home screen here and go open the Zedge app. Just use the Google Assistant to make this a little bit easier. Oops.
Opening. Zedge.
Okay. Now Zedge is open. Now, some stuff in this app isn't, or doesn't really work all that well with TalkBack. I'll show you and you'll see what I mean in a minute. There was an ad there, so I just swiped down the left to close it, and we're in the app now. So starting from the top, we have it says author image. Now, then you have my Zedge. You have that. Wallpapers, video wallpapers, ringtones, notification sounds, and remove ads, upload content, and settings, help, information, and that's the last item. So I'm going to show you, I guess first I'll show how to download a ringtone or notification sound. So go to, we'll just go to ringtones for now, and search button selected. Home tab categories tab 2 free. Home tab categories. Premium. Web view out of list. Advertisement. Link. Button. Featured. Wallpaper. Play. Modern flat wallpaper. Play. Wallpaper. Play. Wallpaper. Play. Featured wallpapers. Out of list. Double tap to activate. Now. Red dwarf. Red. Sitcom. British. Player button. I'm just gonna choose a random one here. Miley Cyrus Flowers, saw Alabama player button. Miley Cyrus Flowers, player button. Alabama Mom calls player button. Super Mario, come at your love. Showing items come at your love. Guardians of the Great Escape, player button. The Great Escape, arcade. Showing items for the 120. Double tap. I'll just choose this one, and if I double tap here, it's not gonna work. So here is where the issue comes in. So I can't double tap on this. So there's, I guess, two ways you can go into here. You can either use TalkBack and just use the pass-through gesture, or you can use CSR and the direct click. So I'm just going to use the pass-through gesture with TalkBack. So I'm just gonna button. Come at your love. Guardian Super Mario. Alabama Mom calling. Law Super Mario. Come at your love. Guardians of the Galaxy. The Hockey Night. Arcade. Try and find it here so I know. Okay, I think it's that one. So I'm gonna do a swipe left then down, because that's the gesture I have to do the pass through. So I'm just gonna confirm. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a swipe down, swipe left then down, and tapping that. Double tap to activate. Labels available. Use tab with 3 fingers to view. Now, so where I tapped was kind of in the middle of the label. Sorry, the middle of the screen. And maybe kind of where the volume or power buttons are. And maybe a little bit below the power button is where I tapped. So, yeah, now we're in another menu, and we have we have the name of the song, play button. Oh, I see what's going on here. So there's one, or I guess there's like recommendations up here or something. So at the bottom of the screen, there's a if you have some vision, there is a white button that's in the center of the screen, and that will be
Double tap to activate. Labels available. Use tab with 3 fingers to view.
It will be your download button. Item.
Labels available. Use tab with 3 fingers to view.
I believe it's that item purchase button. So if I were to just double tap this, it will give you options to like set ringtone, set notifications, set alarm sound, set contact ringtone, or save to media folder, and that's it. And if you want to do any of those, you just double tap on whichever one you want, and that's what it'll do. So if you double tap on ringtone, it'll save it to your ringtones folder. And if you double tap on notifications, it'll should save it to your notifications folder. But if it doesn't for whatever reason, you just gotta go find the file. It should be just normal MP3 file, and just move it to the notification folder or the ringtones folder, and then you can go to settings, and then it's on Samsung, it's called sounds and vibrations, then ringtone or a notification tone, whichever one you have your sound in, or whichever sound you downloaded. Sorry, so you go to your ringtone, and it'll be at the very top of the list under a heading called custom. So that'll be at the very top of the list below the sound ringtone notification sound slider. And yeah, that's how you can do that. So I'm just gonna go back.
Zedge. Double tap to activate. Labels available. Use tab with 3 fingers to view.
There's a few other buttons in here that okay, there's a share button to the left of the pause. The download button. Shares to the left of that. There's an unlabeled button to the right. I don't really know what it does. Just double tap.
Labels available. Unlimited series. Now streaming on Disney Plus. Double tap to activate.
That didn't really seem to do anything, so I don't really know what that button does.
Edge panel. Edge panels. Window. Web view. Windows Edge. Button. Edge panels. Window. Edge panels. Web view. Windows Edge.
Hang on, I think I'm going to advertisements. I'm just going to close out of Zedge and reopen it.
Double tap to activate. Labels available. Use tab with 3 fingers to view. Pop-up window. Zedge. Double tap to activate. Label video wallpapers. 4 Ringtone. Remove upload content. Settings. Help. 10 of 11. Setting upload remove ads. 7 of 11.
Now we're going to look at the My Zedge section.
Alter image. Button. 1 of 11. Double tap to activate. My Zedge. Double tap to activate.
Go to My Zedge.
Up. Button. Out of list.
This is where all your ringtones and wallpapers and all that stuff is. So if I just swipe through here,
0. Notifications. Button. Double tap to activate.
That's like settings for notifications.
Settings. Button. Double tap to activate.
Then a setting.
Recent activity. Darth Vader's March. 21 sec. List. Recent activity. Out of list.
Did you have recent activity?
Darth Vader's March. Player button. Wallpaper. 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 The wallpaper. Fatality. Player button. 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 Fatality. 1 sec. Player button. Space slide. Player button. 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 Star Wars game. Player button. 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 Your content. Out of list. Uploads. Button. Showing items 5 to 8 of 8.
So that's all the stuff there. Then you have your content, favorites, downloads, collections, content preferences, and NFTs, purchases, and that's it. So I'm just going to go to say my downloads, and this is
message, 3 sec. Player button, 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 wallpaper, column 2, fatality, 1 sec, column 3, wallpaper, column 2, double, wallpaper, row 1, player button, 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 wallpaper, row 1, fatality, player button, button, Darth Vader's March, player button, button, yoga message, 3 sec, player button, 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 wallpaper, column 2, double tap to activate, player button, 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 fatality, 1 sec, player button, Darth Vader's March, player button, 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 yoga message, 3 sec, row 1, player button, 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 double tap to activate, labels available, use tab with 3 fingers to view, yoga message.
Oh, I have the
Message
thing here, so I'm going to actually show you how to download this, because this is one that I actually want to download. So I'm gonna
Item adjusted button. Button out of list.
go to
Double tap to activate.
the
Link. Item adjusted button. Button. Double tap to activate. Labels available. Use active labels.
like I said, it's the white one kind of near the bottom center of the screen. Item purchase button, whatever it's at. Double tap.
Set notification. Set ringtone. Set alarm sound. Set contact ringtone. Save the media folder. Double tap to
And
activate.
I'm just going to save the media folder
Double
for
tap to
now.
activate. Save the media folder. What would you like? Set notification. Double tap
Go
to activate.
back, and I'm going to go to my files and show you how to
Page one of home screen.
move
Page
this.
file manager. Double tap
So
to
go to
activate. Double tap to
file,
hold.
or I'm just
File
using
manager.
file manager here.
Items. DC document download. 13 items. 7 of 19. Double tap to activate. Double. Farming simulator. Install SVN numbers. Greater than download. Out of list. And installing Google's Devote voices and Python stuff. Telegram. DDS screen. Farming simulator. Joshua Nova Back. Nova Launcher. Harper's Nova Backup. Joshua Nova Launcher. Harper's Nova Back. Impact. Dollars on Spotify. Spotify 8.8. Music. 2. Message. 0 items. Download. Documents. 0. Download. Element. For movies. 0 items. 10 of 9. Music. 2 items. 11 of 9. Top global search icon. Samsung. 1 item. Lexus audio editor. 0 items. Samsung. 1 item. Android. Download. Element. Movie. Music. 2 items. Notifications. 2 items. 12 of music. Movies. 0 items. 10 of 19. Notifications. 2 items. Yoga message.mp3. More yoga message.mp. Mortal Kombat.mp. Yoga message.mp3. 52.4 KB. 2023. Open with. Double tap to select. File manager. Double tap. Mortal greater than mortal yoga message. Mortal greater than notifications. Out of list. Mortal Kombat.mp3. Yoga message.mp3. 52. Top global search icon. Tech freedom. 5 items. Oxygen. 7. Tech freedom. Ringtones. 1 item. Recordings. 2 items. Ringtones. 1 item. Darth Vader's March.mp. Showing item 101. Develop 3 items. Item. Recordings. 2 ringtones. 1 tech freedom. 5 items. Oxygen. 7. 14 items. Oxygen. Tech freedom. Ringtones. Record podcast. 0 items. Pictures. 2 items. Podcast. Record ringtones. Tech freedom. Ringtones. Recording podcast. Pictures. Notifications. 2 items. Yoga message.mp3. 50 items back. Button. Out of list. Yoga Mortal Kombat.mp3.mp3. 28.3 KB. 28.
Okay,
Oh.
so that's how you
File manager. 404.
get into that. I guess it'll be saved to your notification folder
File manager. The pager.
by default.
Recent apps. Zedge. Pop-up window. Zedge. Double tap to activate.
So
Use tab with 3 fingers to do.
now I'm just gonna quickly show you these settings before we end. And yeah, I'm just gonna go back.
Zedge.
Now I guess every time you go back, you're gonna get this thing that's in a different language. I think it's in like Spanish or French or something. So I'm just gonna close out of Zedge, open it up again.
Hold the long press. Actions available. Use tab with 3 fingers to do. Zedge. Double tap ring video wallpapers. Remove app notifications on. Remove upload settings. Help information. Help settings. 9 of 11.
And we're gonna just go into settings.
Settings. Out of list. Zedge account. Overview of your Zedge account details and list. Double tap to activate.
Got your Zedge account.
Phone settings. Clear search history. Double tap to
Phone
activate.
settings.
Push notifications. Enable to receive notifications from Zedge. Double tap to activate.
Notifications.
Family filter. Select to enable. Push notification. Family filter. Select to enable family friendly browsing. On. Switch. Double tap to activate.
Family filter. So you guys like family friendly browsing. So yeah.
Auto update wallpaper. Enable Zedge's automatic wallpaper refresh. Download at least 2 wallpapers. Double tap to activate.
Auto update wallpaper. So it'll refresh your wallpaper. I guess change it. And you need to have at least 2 wallpapers, obviously, for it to change it. I've never used this, so I don't really know how well it works. But I'm just gonna keep going.
Privacy and data. Control how Zedge personalizes advertisements and content. Double tap to
Privacy data and data.
Log out. You are logged in as Skier 27. Edge panels out of list. Log out. You are logged in as Skier 27. List. Windows Edge.
And
Double tap to activate.
so yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to talk about. You can explore these settings on your own, and yeah, that's my demo of the Zedge app. Thanks for listening.
Battery 52%. Zedge account. Overview of your battery 52%. Phone signal. Wi-Fi signal full. 721. Samsung Health notification. Notification changed. Collapsed. 660. Notification set. Clear. Button. Disabled. Zedge. Home. Double tap to activate. Home. Google Assistant. Home. Recent apps. Google Easy Voice Recorder. 1 of 3. Easy Voice Recorder. 001637. Pause. Button. Done. Button. Stop.
Thank you so much, Joshua. And those of you who love customizing ringtones, if you don't mind Zedge, you may install it and give it a run.
So back in the 2007, 2006 days, or even I think up to 2009, I would see at least 10 emails on different email lists on how to make ringtones, how to download ringtones, different sites and of ringtone downloads, and I used Zed's once and really did not get it. So I took the help of my brother to give me some ringtones. But now it's just gone out of fashion. Does any of the groups still make ringtones?
I do, but not with Zedge. In fact, that's given me an idea for a potential future app demo, actually, of the app that I sometimes use, although often I just do it on the computer.
I don't use custom ringtones, but I do use custom notifications. I have different sounds assigned to different apps so that I can know without taking my phone out of my pocket whether it's worth looking at or not.
I actually love my watch for that, John, because I do the same as you. I have different notifications for different apps, but if I want to
Yeah.
quickly see who it was from, I can just read it on my watch. I love that.
Back in the days, there was a really nice ringtone saying, "Your wife is calling. Your wife is calling."
You can probably still get
Yeah,
it.
some people used to make a lot of nice ringtones. It is your boss and something and of those lines. But I think these were in fashion because of the Nokia phones, because they could only use the instrumental ringtones. I'm talking about Symbian.
Yeah. After a while, they got better. You could later on in the Symbian days, you could use actual songs or bits of songs because that's a lot of my Nokia create ones I created for Nokia. I then moved over to my Android phone because it will let me use them. Whereas when I wanted to use them on an iPhone, that was a whole lot more complicated. Android lets you just use normal music files.
I think that what happened with ringtones in general, because you remember they used to cost a lot. Someone will create it, or websites will create it for you. You pay like $5 a pop or whatever. I think that nowadays people don't really like to, especially the millennium kids, don't want to take phone calls anymore. So people don't do phone calls anymore. They rather do some texting or some one of those Instagrams or whatever. And so I think that's kind of the killer of the ringtone stuff. I used to make my own using Audacity, on my computer like Fee, and I'll just cut precisely, fade in or fade out things. And I really like using Audacity. But nowadays, I don't even do any ringtone customizations.
Oh, I did it with Goldwave, but I think I did some with Audacity, and then I decided that Goldwave was easier. But you did have to pay for Goldwave. But I used it. I still use it a lot, so it was worth it for me. But yeah, similar sort of thing. But yeah, you're right. Fewer people phone each other now, do they?
Yeah, I mean, even my kids, if I call them, I'm not gonna get a hold of them. But if I send a text, I get an instant response. So young kids don't do calls anymore. It's old school. It's kind of
Yeah.
odd.
And I think people in general seem to just keep their phones on vibrate or silent more often than they used to.
Yeah. And obviously, sighted people, they'll use things like Instagram and Snapchat and stuff to communicate, and WhatsApp and all those, Messenger and that kind of thing.
Exactly. So things have changed a lot, and it's kind of interesting watching these things evolve and all the different phases that we go through in our society. It's fascinating.
I still love ringtones. If that makes me old school, I'm proud to be old school.
Yeah, okay. Join my world.
Yeah. But only so far. I mean, I know someone who doesn't even have a smartphone. That's the person's choice. I
So
couldn't
back
do
in the
that.
day, I used to like. So back in the day, I used to like so much ringtones that I used to keep ringtones for each contact, so we could separate out we could like apply a ringtone for one contact. I should do that. Actually, just
I do
sit
that.
down and do that.
Yeah, I still do that.
That's a lot. I have over 1,000 contacts, and
Yeah.
I would not even remember what is for who.
Oh no, I don't do it for everyone. I just do it for some, like, somebody like my mum, or someone who rings a lot, not
Exactly.
like the local library or something. I wouldn't bother with that. But for some family members and friends who ring a lot, then I would do that.
Well, what I did with mine is just the notification, messaging notification, one for my wife and, one for my kids and things like
Yeah.
that. But when it rings, of course, it tells me who's calling anyway. So
Mm.
I haven't done that customization of a ringtone in a long time.
I've done it with messaging tones as well, like you. Yeah, I think it's lovely being able to do that.
It's a beautiful thing. Erin, what do you do with your ringtones? You said specialized ringtones from your squeeze or something beautiful like that.
Well, I want first to say something about Zedge. Actually, Zedge was a good application before they messed things up with respect to accessibility. But I used to bring from Zedge some notification sounds, lovely notification sounds. But I didn't bring ringtones from there. Actually, I use the whole track as a ringtone. I don't like to cut and stuff. So yeah, I use ringtones. I still like ringtones that are customized for my own use. And actually, I'm using the default ringtone as an Indian film song. Maybe Austin knows about it. So Austin, it's the Jashni Bahar.
Oh wow, that is my favorite song.
Yeah,
There you
I have
go.
that as
very
one
very
ringtone. Yes.
beautiful one. And
Yeah.
I also customize messaging notification tones in WhatsApp for some people, like friends. They will have something special for them, family something special for them, and this goes also for contacts as well, but as groups. So like the family group will have this ringtone, the friends group will have this. So this is the case, but not for everyone, for just some people.
It's really fascinating to see what the phone has given us. I'm looking at these customizations, and it's a beautiful thing because you can now organize things and know what happens when who does what and things like that. For example, like you're saying, you have one specialized for your family group and things like that. So if someone from the family sends a message, this is someone from the family, and you know whether to respond to it right away or not. And this is one of the beauties of customization, because if it's not someone that is in my contacts and sends a message, I'm not going to be stopping everything to look at it. So I like customization.
You know what, Warren? Now you reminded me about something. There are those people who send the broadcast messages. I don't know if you have such people in US, but those people who will send you good morning and good afternoon, all that stuff to everyone in their contacts and on WhatsApp. So those people annoy me very much. But sometimes you can't say to that person, "Hey, stop doing this." So I put a specific ringtone for those people, specific messaging tone on WhatsApp for those people. Whenever they send something, it will be that tone. It will be
Yeah,
delayed.
because otherwise you think, oh, it's exciting, a new message, and then it's just somebody saying good afternoon. That's a bit
Yes, for
annoying.
everyone, for
Actually, my
everyone.
dad does it.
Is the
But I
special
think
ringtone that you assign to those people called none?
Go
Yes,
away.
it's
This is
silent.
go away.
exactly. I will take that, John. None. But seriously, though, I think when someone does that, I think that they care about you, they're thinking about you. So it wouldn't be bad for someone to say, "How is your afternoon going?" And I think it's a good thing,
But
especially
are
Yeah.
they
if
thinking
your
of you
dad
when
does
they
that
send it
No,
to
often.
no,
everyone
they
in
are
their
sending to
phone book?
everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not thinking of you.
Yeah, Warren,
Yeah.
you've obviously not
They're
got
just
anyone who
desperate for
does this to
conversation.
you. Because if you
This
did,
is
it would
stupid, actually.
get old very quickly. Trust me.
Okay, I got it.
So my dad, he gets up when he wakes up in the morning, he just sends good morning to some of our relatives, and all the people have got customized to his good morning. So they see, okay, his good morning has come. It's like it's time to get up or something.
Nice.